My name is Huyen, and I am a mom, content creator, and PhD student. Except I could be better. Let me explain. One of the biggest struggles in my life is time management. And no matter how hard I try to get it figured out, I always fail. Even when I eliminate my social media activity level, there never seems to be enough time in the world for me. The problem is, when I start focusing my energy on one thing, the other two gets pushed back into the burner. My priority right now is graduating because I'm currently in my 6th year of my PhD program. I think I've come to terms that if I want to save money and if I want to save time, I can't leave the house except for school. Those are the only two places that I need to be for the next 6 months in order to finish everything that I can in order to do what I want. What's mind-blowing is that I do spend 8 hours a day in the lab, but that's not enough. And before you say I'm probably not using my time efficiently, you're partially right. At school, I stay productive and I spend a maximum of 5 to 10 minutes on social media until I get home when there's a toddler that loves to take up all my time, and then I get lost in it all. I've been trying to get up earlier and earlier every day, and it's going not so great, you could say. There will be days that I'm up at 7 a.m., but other days I'm up at 8:30. My main goal is to eventually get up at 5 a.m. so I can get to writing because this thesis isn't going to write itself. So far, the earliest I've ever gotten up is 7 a.m. once. I'm so thankful for my job as a content creator because it allows my husband to stay at home and cook and watch my daughter for us while I try as hard as I can to graduate. Literally every day I come home to some sort of delicious meal, and as much as I love food, we tend to rotate our favorite meal every 2 to 3 weeks to remove decision fatigue. I had my daughter during my 3rd year of my PhD program, and while she was a blessing, she is a lot of work. She's at the age now where she wants all of your undivided attention. I often feel guilty that I don't spend enough time with her, but I don't think I'm alone on this. A lot of parents tend to feel this way because the early years in a child's life moves so quick with all the growth and learning that they achieve. School is difficult mentally, but raising a kid is both a mental and physical marathon. I usually come home around 5 to 6 in the afternoon, and that's when I just forget about school and focus on my physical and mental health. But you're probably thinking, Huyen, how do you have time to even think about making content? Let's just say I love it. I love all the things I have in my life, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, even if it's exhausting as hell. Being a grandma on social media, but also wanting people to take you seriously as a PhD student is kind of challenging, but I love them both equally. Ironically, I haven't thought of a comedy skit in the past 2 weeks because I've been so hyper-focused on school. Holy freaking crap, guys. We just hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. This is freaking crazy because I never thought I'd be here in my life, but here we are, and it's all because of you guys. I can't wait to make more content for you, and honestly, I've been a little burned from school and trying to come up with comedy skits, but there are more on the way, be assured. Having 1 million subscribers on YouTube and 2.4 million on TikTok is an amazing accomplishment for me, especially since I've been trying to grow my social media since 2016. Growing up, I remember being that teenager who admired these big YouTubers and wished she could do the same. She would have been so proud of what I have accomplished despite my lack of time management.
Or you know what you can do is you could just pick up your son. See? This is the sunblock. Because your son, you're holding your son up. And he's like, it's hot.
Part of this journey I'm going through will involve a lot of growth, both mentally and physically. Ever since I started working out regularly, I've never felt more healthy and energized. I've also avoided a lot of processed food as much as I could and tried to eat a more protein-based diet. When I'm in the lab, I love listening to podcasts that reflect the type of person I want to be. It's inspirational to find there are those that switch careers well into their late 30s and 40s and are still successful. It's inspirational that there are those who graduated with a degree that they no longer use, and they aren't afraid of trying something new. It gives me hope that not everyone has it figured out. My goal now is to be the woman that my own daughter would be proud about. Thinking about this out loud makes me sad because I'm not prioritizing my family as much as I could. I'm afraid of looking back and realizing how little time I spent with them because I'm so caught up in school and social media. I'm there with them in the evenings, but I don't feel present because my mind is wandering so frequently. I want to be all three, a mom, a content creator, and to graduate from my PhD program this year. But something always gets pushed back. So if you're interested in seeing how I juggle all 3 things, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.